Hello world! Welcome back to another Tenable CTF 2022 write-up video. In this video, we'll be walking through the miscellaneous challenge, Runes of the Ancient. Let's get into it. We found this old punch card sitting in the data center. We don't think the person filling it out actually understood how to use it. Figure out what they were trying to say. So they give us a punchcard.png, and yes, this is indeed a punch card, but usually with punch cards, the zero, or not zero, but I can't really remember, but with punch cards, usually there's more than one number highlighted in a column to determine what character it is. So this is probably some kind of cipher or whatever. And so I took the liberty of grabbing all the numbers, and as you can see here, I split them up into sets of 3. And why did I do that? Well, if you look, every set of 3 numbers on here goes back to 1, right? Except for the last one, which starts with a 2. So I assume that this is the flag, and I tried a bunch of things to kind of figure out what the mapping was, and the best thing I could figure out was that each number is an offset from its decimal to ASCII variant. So like 134 is F in theory, right? Because, you know, if it's following the flag format, that would be an F. And then I think F is like 102. So whatever, 130, I think 134 minus 102, which is 32. So some of these characters are offset by 32, but then I ran into an issue where not all of them are offset by 32. Some of them are offset by a different number. So different groups of letters are offset by different numbers. And so that wasn't really reliable, so I just went and tried to fill in what I could, basically doing a manual version of a substitution cipher. So if we know that the first few characters are flag in our flag format, because it doesn't say it strays away from the flag format, and if we go all the way to the end, we know 208 is probably going to be the ending curly brace. Okay, now we can fill out some of these other characters in here, like 134 is F, and then what else we got? 147. Are there any more 147s? Yes. So that's L. I believe there should be another A. Here we go. A and then A. So that kind of takes care of the first bit of characters. Now then, some of these are rotated properly. So if we compare F and G, notice 135 G is one character away from F, which is at 134. So going off that logic, 137 would potentially be I, right? Because 136 would be H, and so 137 would be I. So let's go ahead and fill that in. And then 133 would be E, right? Okay, and then we have another 137 here that I missed. Now there could be underscores, but I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know because I solved the challenge, but I didn't know at the time, right? In fact, originally, I think I had underscores in here, but I took them out. Okay, so 147 is L, so 148 is probably M. And then that means 149 would be N. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. So this is going to say main frame. Now here's where it got a little tricky. We need to figure out what 162, 163, and 167 are. Well, R is 153. I thought these could be numbers originally, but no, 162 actually starts off at S. So you can kind of tell, and it was a little guessy on my end, but you could kind of make out what this word's going to be, right? So you have mainframe right here, right? So unless this is an S, which it is actually, but this is the S to the next word. And so then that's a T. So now it's making sense, right? And then if you plug in S and T at the end here, you see that now you can pretty much figure out what the rest of it is, right? What this last character is. It's going to be an X. Because ST, and then U would be 164, V would be 165, W would be 166, and X would be 167. And so there's your flag. So if we take this and we replace all the spaces with nothing, you get flag. Mainframes still exist. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.